Hey, have you been hearing that knocking? Why, yes. It's been happening all day. It makes it very hard to read. Well, that's just great. First Todd goes missing and then that knocking. And do you have any idea where it might be coming from? Well, I'd probably tell you to go check the back storage room. That's a good idea. I'll go check. Also, how did you get in my house? Todd let me in. He said I could stay here as long as I wanted to. Of course he said that. Alright. Good luck finding the source of the noise. May Lord and Savior Kratos slaughter all your enemies. Oh, hey Todd, what are you doing all tied up? Wait. The animatronics, they captured you? Well, I better get out of here before they try to capture me too. No, you're right. I should probably go warn the one dude who's staying in my living room. You! Alright, you evil sons of bitches! What is it you want? Wait, you just want me to talk about your movie? Oh. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, no, I'll go do that right now. Oh, by the way, do you guys mind untying Todd? He's been back there for a while, and he probably needs food. So if you guys can do that for him, thanks. After many years of waiting, it is finally here. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So I'm just going to start off by saying that if you're looking for a scary movie, something that's going to make your skin crawl, that's going to make you have nightmares and have trouble sleeping at night and look around your corners and all that stuff, this isn't that kind of movie. So while the games are filled with like jump scares that, trust me, from experience, not a fan of. But the movie goes a different direction. Instead of just a ton of jump scares, it creates a very spooky and haunting atmosphere, which I thought was really well done. The pizzeria is spot on, which is very important seeing as that is the main setting for the games and is the only place you're at in the games. So to get this movie right, they had to make sure that the pizzeria fit the mood and the atmosphere and was pretty close to accurate as they could possibly get to the games. And the set designers, my God, they did a great job. While the story isn't very massive, it's more than you get in the games. In the game, you're just a security guard who has to survive 5 nights at Freddy's and try to stop yourself from being killed by the animatronics. Fun for a game that might take you maybe an hour or so to beat, but it's harder to transfer that into a movie and make a full 2-hour plot out of it. So personally, I was okay with them pulling from different corners of the franchise, from future games to even the books. Perfectly fine, because you have to fill that story somehow. Hell, the movie even goes out of its way to fill a plot hole from the games. If you worked as a nighttime security guard, and you knew that the animatronics were going to find you and kill you, why would you ever come back? I don't care how important the job is, I can find another job. But in the movie, they make it clear that Mike is having trouble finding work, and that he needs a job to look good on paper so he can keep his sister Abby. Now, the movie does stick with a PG-13 rating, which does take down the gore factor a good bit. You only see a little bit of blood here and there, and it's nothing substantial, but personally, I'm fine with that because it allows your imagination to go crazy. All you see is a person in a room with the animatronic, and it cuts away and you hear screaming and yelling, and your mind's allowed to play with that and come up with something probably more scary than what the movie could provide. Don't get me wrong, when this movie wants to get brutal, it gets brutal. One of the deaths, where a woman literally gets chopped in half, was vicious. They show the act in shadow, but they make it perfectly clear how it happens. And my God, that was a very satisfying death if you're into that kind of slasher flick kind of thing. I thought Matthew Lillard did a great job playing the big bad of the franchise, William Afton. He was a little off, a bit creepy. You knew something was going on with him, but you didn't fully know what. I just wish they would have done more with him. He pops up near the start of the movie to set up Mike Schmidt's journey and becoming the security guard for Freddy Fazbear's. But then you don't see him again until the very end of the movie when he pops up in the Yellow Rabbit suit. But even with his limited screen time, I still think he nails the role. And I look forward to seeing what he does with it in future films, hoping this gets a sequel. And to top off everything, the main characters of this movie are the animatronics themselves. Because if you didn't get the look and the feel of the animatronics right, this movie would have been pretty bad in my opinion. But Jim Henson Company did a fantastic job duplicating the look of the games into real life. Freddy, Foxy, Chica, Bonnie, they all look incredible. Even Golden Freddy, they all look fantastic in this movie. Even the cupcake that Chica carries. Now there's certain scenes you could tell that they had to use a bit of CGI, but I didn't mind it that much. With everything else being very practical effect heavy, a little bit of CGI didn't hurt the movie at all. And the cupcake still came off as a bit terrifying at points. Would I recommend this movie? Not for everybody, honestly. If you're looking for something that's going to terrify you and leave you on the edge of your seat through the entire thing, this isn't for you. But if you like atmosphere, if you like pretty decent storytelling with a couple of things here and there that kind of are confusing, but overall you're able to look past it because you're enjoying the movie that much. And if especially you're a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, I think you're going to have a fun time with this movie, like I did. So with the movie coming out not only in theaters, but also on Peacock, I hope a lot of you have seen it. And if so, please let me know down in the comments what you thought about the movie. Would you recommend it to somebody else? Are you going to see it again? Are you hoping it gets a sequel? Or was it just not your thing? Thank you guys very much for watching. Please leave a like on this video, subscribe, and I think I'm forgetting something. Oh well, I'll see you next time for even more wrestling and randomness.